Hey, what's up? Hope all is well. It's your boy Serrano. I didn't expect to see you back so soon. So I hope you're chilling. I hope your day was good, and I hope you got a lot accomplished today. Today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new tablet. This is the HOTWAV R8. Now, I did review the R7, which has, dual cameras on the back right here. The new one is going to have some features that are a little bit different, but there are some upgrades too, like the software. So let's go ahead and check it out. If you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, make sure you stay locked in to the end of the video. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's go ahead and take a look at the R7 or the R8 right here, and we'll compare it to the R7 down the road. So make sure you stay locked in with me and subscribe to get notified if that type of video would interest you. So look, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the unboxing and kind of just see what comes inside the box right now, kind of test out some of the things that we could take a look at first impressions. And let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is the box. It comes in an all white color, has the HOTWAV design, and you can see this sound wave bar going across it it has texture to it, which is kind of cool. I really like this part. So very simplistic, but also really subtle and nice. You get another logo right there, the HOTWAV logo. And then you're going to actually get the specs right here on the bottom of the back of the box. So this is everything that we need to know, and I'm going to read it out right now. So this does have the T606 processing chip, Android 14, 8 megapixel or 5 megapixel front, 13 megapixel rear. This is in an orange color. It says right here 4 gigabytes of RAM, 8 gigabytes of a virtual memory with 128 gigabytes of ROM, a 10,800 milliamp hour battery, and a 10.1 in-cell display at 1800 times 1280 pixels. So this is going to have 4G LTE SIM card support. So I want to go ahead and unbox it with you guys. Make sure you stay locked in with me, okay? And let's go ahead and cut open the box. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here and right here. And let's go ahead and lift it up. Seems like there's a lot in there. The box is not too heavy, but it has a little bit of weight to it. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's take a look at what comes inside of the R8, the Tab R8 from HOTWAV. So right here, you can see there is a tempered glass screen protector on the top. Let's go ahead and take this out. This is actually really cool that they put that in there. And then you can see this is the tablet, which also has a really nice design. It's going to have a rugged look to it. Let's go ahead and peel the sticker off. I'm going to peel the sticker off of the back of the tablet. And I want to look at the designs of the R7 and the R8 to see if there's any distinguishable qualities to the physical attributes that stand out, differences and stuff like that. So we're going to take a look at it. A little bit of adhesive got stuck on there, but I'll wipe that off later with an alcohol wipe. This has a nice texture right here. This texture right here has a lot of grip to it on the R8. So right here, even down the middle, and right here it has a soft, nice, smooth texture. You get like a highlighted orange piece. This is all smooth. I like the texture, like that has like a really nice texture to it. This one, you still get some really good texture on here. It's like a carbon fiber texture. That's crazy. So you can see the subtle differences. The extra camera is going to be on the R7. You can see I have the strap on the R7, which comes in the box. Let's actually see what comes inside the box on the R8. So like I said, we're going to get that tempered glass screen protector inside the box, which I'll probably install down the line once I get this all set up and everything with all my apps. So you do have a charger inside the box. You're going to need an adapter for this one in the US, but it's cool that they actually put that there. And you also do get a Type-C to Type-A cable for charging, a SIM remover tool that you can use to not only expand the storage and put your SIM card in here, and the SIM card it can be any SIM card, it says, except for the AT&T one. So we're gonna figure that out and see what we're working with. And then you have your user manual inside the box and some wet and dry wipes to install the tempered glass screen protector. And then as far as the rest of the presentation, that's pretty much it. They don't give you the strap like they did on the R7. So I'm going to put the tempered glass and the charging cable and brick in the box, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to power up the R8. You have this orange piece right here which goes across the side, microphone right here on this, on the, you know, this side, so you can see you know, you do get a microphone right here. I'm not sure how well you can see that. Let me move back a little bit. With that orange line, no texture on there, but all the texture is going to be right here on the bottom. So when you're holding it, you get a really good texture to it. That's a really nice texture on these four pieces right here where your hands are going to be holding the tablet. Then you get your HOTWAV logo. So you actually do get your camera. It's a, you know, 5 megapixel on the front, 13 megapixel on the back. This does have your power button at the top right here. You can hear that. And then it has your volume rockers right next to it, right there. And this power button actually has a textured look to it, but you can't really feel the texture on that button. And then it has the speakers on the top, speakers on the bottom. For the SIM slot, it does have this little these little ports right here. You could pop these open and you could charge it right there. And then for the expansion of your storage or entering your SIM card, this pops open and you don't actually need a tool. So, oh wait, yes you do. You do need a tool, because right here it's actually enclosed in. So you would pop the tool. Let me show you where you would pop it. You would put it, let me find it. Let me find the whole pause, and then you basically, you know, push that down, and it kind of came out, but you kind of gotta get a good grip on it with the SIM tool. Here it is. And so when we take that out, you can see we do have the SIM portion, and then we do have this portion for our SD card. So yeah, those are the ports on this. Let's go ahead and put this back inside there, and you hear a little click when you put that back in, and then the ports fold up right there with the little tabs on top. Let's go ahead and peel off this thing right here, and this has all the specs on it. So it has that 4 gigabytes of RAM with the 8 gigabytes as well. Let's go ahead and hit the power button just to give it some juice for the first time. I'm gonna hit this power button real quick, and then you get a vibration, and then it starts to power on. So let's go ahead, look at the tablet. This is how I would actually look at it if I was holding it, because the camera is actually in the center right here at the top. That tape from the screen protector, I'll take that off right there. And then yeah, it has a pretty decent lightweight feel. Now, one of the things I like about these tablets is the fact that they're rugged, so you can use them pretty much in any environment. They're also waterproof, drop proof, dust proof, any kind of proof that is possible. This one has it. So this is where it can ask you to enter your SIM card for the device. You could also set up your mobile Wi-Fi connection onto the device as well. Let's skip this part just so we can get through this faster. But if you're still here, just type down below in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help boost the engagement and beat the YouTube algorithm. So stay locked in with me. So I have your date, time right here. It says you can adjust that if you so desire. 87% out of the box. You know, it's asking you to enter all your Google stuff, so we're just gonna go ahead and agree to that, and then we are gonna enter a PIN number. A slight vibration as I hit the buttons, or not the button, but the keyboard, that has tactile vibration that it feels like buttons. And then you get this wallpaper on here. Let me remove the box out of the line of sight just so I have more room to work with right here. All right, so you get your tool bag. I'm noticing, let's go ahead, that kind of stood out to me. Allow tool bag to take pictures and video. You could agree to that just so you can actually use it. So you have your mirror, compass, gradiator, projector, sound meter, which is kind of cool, height measure, plug bob, magnifier, pick hang, and alarm bell. So those are the things that you have in your toolbox. As far as the drop down, you're gonna get some other options here. So if you hit the edit button, I'll show you all the drop downs. You have internet, Bluetooth, do not disturb. Now the battery on these devices, the R7 was crazy. This one I think is going to be the same thing, but they did actually make the battery a little bit smaller on this one, so it's not going to be as good as the R7, but it does have Android 14, which is a good thing. This has an underwater camera, which you can add up here, ultra savings battery mode, screencast, so you can share your screen to a smart TV or something like that. Dark theme, which you should definitely put there. Eyes right here for eye comfort, and then that's pretty much it. You got your calculator, digital well-being, font size, color inversion, color correction, data saver, and alarms. So that's all your settings there. Let's back out. Let's go, and you can see they're all added there, the ones that I did add there. But if I click settings, I want to show you something real quick. So this is the tablet out of the box, 119 available out of the 128 for this guy. And then right here you can go to the internet, and we can actually connect it to the internet, and this is where we're going to get the connection. So let's go ahead and enter our password real quick. It says it's connecting, so I'm gonna back out of that, and you can see right here, this is the apps that they put on the home screen right out of the box. So you have your Google apps, Meet Assistant, and you have your Play Store. That's the sound you get obviously when you get a notification, but you can change that. I actually swiped up from my app drawer. I didn't get one, so I'm gonna long press and go to home settings, and this is where you can add that right here for your home drawer. And so now you can swipe up to get to your apps and stuff like that. So when I swipe up, I have all of my apps, FM radio included in the deal. And if you turn this on, it says plug in some headphones, so you will need a pair of headphones. There's the headphone jack on here. Let me see. I'm not quite sure if there's a headphone jack. There is a slot for your expansion. There is a slot for your charging, but I don't see one for your 3.5mm headphone jack. Let me take a look at this one, the R7. And with the R7, I think it's in here. Wait, let me see if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this one doesn't have a headphone jack either. So the R7, both of them, the R8 and the R7, don't come with headphone jacks. For some reason, I thought they did, but it's still cool. So let's go ahead and look at this in a little bit more detail, and then I'll wrap up the video. So the internet is connected. Everything on here is from Google, besides the FM radio and the camera. So let's go into YouTube. Allow. Let's go into 8K video. That seems to be like the quickest way to find a video on YouTube. Something of high quality, but also something with some really good resolution. Now, the Avengers Endgame. Let's take a look at this trailer. I'm getting 720 on this trailer. Let's go into the camera, and then you have your start capture. All of your modes here, so HDR mode at the top, beauty mode at the top, right here, so you can control your skin. Right here, acne, smooth, brighten, tone, enlarge, slim, and lips. You have your filters right here, so you have a whole bunch of filters for when you take pictures. If you hit settings, you get super fine, fine, and normal. And then what else? You also have your storage path, your shutter key, your quick capture, save location, your picture size. The quality is super fine for the pictures. Watermark, I just left that off for now. And then you have your anti-banding. I always put this at 60 Hertz because we're in the US. AI recognition, identify multi-scenes and optimization, and touch photograph. You also have your Google Lens put inside of here. As far as the camera goes, if we go into settings, you have 1080 30 frames per second on this guy for recording. You also will have the other options right here, like face detect, leveler, and stuff like that. So, you know, more, you're gonna get audio note and QR scanner. Besides that, you have your video capture, pro mode for photos, portrait mode as well. And so that's gonna let you take a picture of yourself, and that's basically gonna allow you to adjust the this guy right here, the aperture right here, so you can actually control your photos. So I'm looking at myself through the 5-megapixel camera. I think I have beauty mode on because it was making my lips turn red, which was weird. So I'm gonna just turn that off. Let's go to capture. Let's turn off HDR mode, portrait back on. All right, beauty mode's off now. But for some reason, it automatically turns on. It automatically turns back on. So right here, in order to turn off the beauty mode, you have to click close right there. And now it's gonna give me my realistic skin complexion. So let's take a picture. All right, so through the viewfinder, it doesn't look the best of quality. And when it comes to the detail, it's a pretty decent photo. It's not anything spectacular. Now let's test out the rear cameras real quick. I'm gonna take a pic of Roadblock with the portrait mode on here. Focus just kicked in. Not the finest of details, but you will be able to get a clean, quick shot with this. This is pretty much good for, oh, I got some good details on the muscle of his arm. It's capturing the reflections pretty well. The color accuracy is a little bit off, but it did a really good job of representing what I took right here. So not too bad at all. So for a budget price, this one's actually going to be $100 or $200, around that price, $150 to $200. It might be on sale, so if you catch it right now, and I'll make sure I leave the cheapest link down below to this. So yeah, it's gonna have a pretty decent processing chip. The T606 is definitely a tested and tried processing chip, which works really well. So we'll go into the wallpapers and kind of view what we're looking at here. So we have a whole bunch of ways to customize the colors right here in Android 14 for your home screen colors, wallpaper colors, and then you can choose between the regular colors. So you have that option down here. You could even turn on dark theme mode right here if that's your preference, and I'll show you what that looks like when you compare the blacks to the borders on the bezel. And you can see that the blacks on the borders of the bezel, you can see where it ends and cuts off, but it has some pretty decent colors to it. And it's not going to be the deepest blacks in the world, but this will be a pretty good tablet overall. So you get your suggested apps row. We're going to actually turn that on, and if you could turn that off and on just by right here, suggestions, apps, and then that's the option right there. So let's go into the settings one last time just so we could check a little bit more detail. So we have connected devices, and just remember this does have 4G LTE, so you can enter your SIM card in here and get phone calls and text messages while on the go, and while you're using this in an outdoor environment. It's going to work really well because you're going to have connection to the world around you, but you're also going to have really good battery life as well. That was one of the things I noticed with the R7. And so as far as sound, we have all of our sound settings right here, vibration settings there. We have your settings right here for the screen, and the screen is giving us incoming call flash. So you do have phone calls on here that you could definitely use because it has a lot of features built in for that. Lift to check tablet, smart motion, so you can actually do the easy bell, pick up the device when it's ringing, and the ring will weaken and the device will vibrate, and it will mute incoming calls when you flip the device on the front of it. So you have your other settings here inside of accessibility. Nothing that I've never seen before, but just wanted to get you guys a quick rundown of what we're getting here. So Mega RAM, you need to restart the device to actually activate that, and that's going to give us our 8 gigabytes of Mega RAM. And then location, safety and emergency, Google preferences, and last but not least, the language inside a system. Let's go back. You also do get keyboard options right here. Let's go back. You get your gestures all right here. one more time. We're gonna go back, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video. So right now you can see we are on Android 14, which is great. And you know, that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you about the tablet. If we go to About Tablet right here, it's gonna give us a few details. It does say 4 gigabytes of RAM right here, extendable. So that's where you can actually extend. It says extensible. And then you have Android 14, so June 5th, 2024. And then HOTWAV, and that's everything that we can see. April security patch when it comes to the Google Play Store updates. So yeah, this is going to be your budget tablet from HOTWAV. It's going to have, you know, it's going to have LTE support, really large battery, pretty decent display, SIM card, as well as SD card support. It's also going to give you all of those waterproof qualities, drop proof qualities. It doesn't have the strap. Let me see if it's as heavy as the R7. So the R7, you can definitely feel the weight difference. It's a little bit heavier. That's why they put the strap, just to hold on to it easier. But because this one's a little bit lighter, it feels like they didn't put the strap. So yeah, it's gonna be some little bits of changes to these devices. If you look at them on a piece of paper, they look very similar. They probably will perform very similar, but one of the things you're going to notice is that the R8 will be a little bit more affordable. It's not going to have as powerful as battery. You're also going to notice you're missing one camera on the R8 compared to the R7 right here. So they put out their more powerful one first, and then they put out the budget option second, so that you can actually have a more affordable option running on the latest software. And so yeah, this is going to be a good tablet for outdoor use, waterproof. So it's going to have dust proof, drop proof, and it's also going to have that LTE connection, so you could take phone calls and text messages on a bigger display, which is also going to be pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think about this one. I'm going to leave the cheapest link down below, and hopefully you guys did stay to the end of the video. If you're still here, just type down below I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button, so we can get this video out to more people and help boost the engagement. But in the meantime, I'm gonna hit you back. Hope you guys are chilling and doing well. Like I said, I truly appreciate you for rocking with me this far, and you are a real one. I'll get back with you.